Hello, hello, hello. Let's get started here. So, we just nearly took HI here. The 746. This is the high that was made yesterday, last night, before this big 300, 400 point dump in Asia time. We're looking like we're about to take that here. Very trend based. After we flipped the 15 and 5 minute fair value, yeah, we've just been grinding up since for like 40 points. How's everyone doing today? Mic a bit low. I'll turn it up. Try this now. This is pretty bullish here. I was anticipating on Discord, I was mentioning how I believe we're just gonna do a quick manipulation dump and then grind back up for rest of the AM session. I didn't trade much of it though, but that was the gist of it. So yeah, 746 would be the Asia high. This is just a monstrous grind up. And high time frame is pretty bullish too, so I don't really like shorts yet. Look at the weekly here. The only thing that's nice is NQ or ES did take the high at 6068. This daily high. Well, NQ didn't, so we have that daily SMT here. That's the only really nice thing about it here. Look at the 4 hour gap here. This Asia push dipped into this 4 hour discount. If you were here for that, that was a good buy opportunity there. Yeah, so on higher time frame, we don't really have any reason to not be bullish here. I'm just flipping through the time frame. We have an hourly fair value gap here on ES. It's just a deep in premium right now, too long, but we're still very bullish. We're looking for any sort of retracement. With that 1 p.m. close, you also got 15-minute fair value gap right under your New York open. So mark that out. It's a very small one, which doesn't really mean much to me. Oh, looks like we did get a retrace here. Coming back up. Yeah, the day after bank holidays is typically tough to trade. I like longs, but just not up here. We just got a retrace here. Actually, like a quick retrace. If you're bullish, you would take this all day. Let me take this. But yeah, hopefully we got to start a good week. Last week we did very well. Every single trade day of last week, all 5 days. Let's see if we hear that. Oh, we just could push up there. Still looking for this Asia high to get taken. 745s, 746. Looks like it's about to take it here. we set the high? No, it sounded like it's wicked it. Right. Just stalling out here. This would be the first inverse we get since this moved down, essentially. We didn't really get anything here. Even this move down here, we just took this internal low before doing a higher move. This is very in a weird area here. AM would have chopped you up. That's just what happens right after a bank holiday. But yeah, we'll try to hunt for a good setup today and wrap it up like we always do. So my payouts got approved and tops up nice. I didn't get an email, but it's deducted. It's more than enough, I believe. Mini trace taken AM, no. I was watching a few setups and then I decided just to skip it after it started chopping around. In hindsight, like, we did get some bullish setups here. I would really only be confirmed after we made like a bullish breaker, which we barely retraced to. And this 5-minute flip too, like 5-minute flip here at 1225. That's when I would have been very convicted for higher, take out the highs. And it's just grinded up. $15-minute BPR retrace would be nice. Yeah, it's a small one though. It'd be a nice pop under New York Open, and if we can get like a confirmation upside, that would be the one to play. What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We just started the stream. 10 minutes in. Gonna be hunting. Looks another leg up here. Yeah, just did another pop. Nothing's saying to short yet. Everything's saying to long, but you gotta really find a good area to get an entry from. A simple retrace like this would work because we triple time frame alignment. You would probably put a stop if we get a closure under. If for AM, for PM, like the way it's going so slow, if you take an entry, let's say 24 here, putting a 10-point stop would get like right at this low. That'll be much needed room. We gotta get a pop here on Q. Does that pop there? See how far we can go. I'll mark this to this. Guys, chat, what do you guys think? We're bullish? We're bearish? You think we're gonna... What do you think the next hour gonna be from 1 to 2 here? Starting to get some resistance. This whole like hour here just been grinding up. Now at this area here, we took that Asia high and we're getting a little bit of hard resistance now. Asia takes now bearish. I could see that happening. I need to see confirmation first. Just higher time frame and intraday time frame with market structure is still bullish. It is pretty difficult to enter here unless you're already long from lower. So now we gotta see what we can do with this. There's that gap up. There we go. Let's look at a higher time frame. I don't think we could do anything here though. This is the area. Try to wait for more structure. Buy side target. It's likely this 805 here. Is that the same thing as this daily target? No, daily target. This is first high first. Yeah, we have this 805 first here. It's on the 15-minute hourly. Eight oh six, 806. Good push there. It's just pushing, it's just riding up. Nothing we can do yet. It's about a whole 760s. Then we're gonna try to make our way to 800s. Big push, big push. Damn, I really should have looked at it. I wish we had a good this retracement here taken to a low during 1 p.m. time, because we would have for sure taken long here, whether it's this retrace or when we came back up. It's a little disappointing it wasn't in our time. How many here is longing this right now? There's no reason it's short yet, but also just tough to long anywhere up here. We're stuck in a dilemma right now. Look at the 5 minute. Every 5 minute for value gap, like for instance here, we retraced to had been holding, so you might be looking for something similar. If that can wick higher and close lower, that'll be a nice bear signature there. Perhaps. We're starting to get somewhat of a flip here. Let's see some more displacement first. Got a 5 minute for rag up here. Looks like we probably want to see we dip inside and then move higher. That's what I'm seeing with the bullish moves. That was a very bearish move here where we wicked up and then go all the way back down and close lower. I think overall it looks like it's gonna draw to this consolidation area here. Chat, what do you guys think? Why do you look at the 4-hour chart? It's because this is my time frame alignment. I have the high time frame of the intraday, I have the low time frame. So if I'm looking at low time frame for entries, my 15-minute and 4-hour is my guidance. We're just consolidating here, going very slow, but it's a big 5-minute fair value gap. If we inverse this, I would actually play for these lows, the internal lows, but I'm believing that we're gonna hold this area. So potentially, since the 15-minute doesn't really show much here, we opt for the 5-minute as our market structure and look for a 1-minute confirmation entry. I'd still like a sweep somewhere. We haven't had a sweep, but just because we're so bullish on higher time frames, we might not even get a sweep. We might just try to hold. Lots of lows down here now. It's holding very well, surprisingly. This is still preferable if we get a 1-minute sweep somewhere. I always like to play a sweep, or like if I want to play continuation after moving up very high, to either get a retrace to somewhat of a discount of our tight dealing range, or a sweep. Maybe only good sweep would be like one of these lows here, which would be it have to move really fast for this to play out. So we're still in a tough spot here. For those who are looking longs, we're looking at 5-minute right now. Most likely a retrace to 40 somewhere, and then try to climb higher. For ESA, we have this internal low here that we can take out first. Why are you in 2-minute? Am I on 2-minute? Oh, I didn't realize I was on 2-minute. I was on 1-minute. I thought I was on the 1-minute. Good catch. I mean, it doesn't really show too much of a difference though. But yeah, my bad. Still looking at the 5 here. This just lacks the framework for a long right now, other than it's just triple time frame alignment. ES hasn't swept that low yet, so I don't even like that yet. And he's starting to dive down from here. We're gonna drive in the 5-minute ES relative lows on the 1 here. Still holding. This is your long opportunity if you think you're bullish. I'm still waiting for a better setup. I just still don't like a setup like this. Slight SMT on lower time frame. It doesn't really mean much here until we get some displacement. I think Desi might want to get on. Yeah, I think he said he wanted to get on the stream. I just want better framework for like a high probability trade like this one. These type of longs would work just because you're bullish. Any long setup works with the edge. I still want to see more though. Does that drive lower here? Looking good. Deep drive in the high for this 5 minute. We just filled it back into this order block consolidation range. Ideally, we see this flip. Honestly, we see this flip and we play the other internal. So we just swept this ES lows. Let's see if we can go for like one of these internal lows here first and then flip. Either we inverse or we sweep one of these lows and come back up. Something like this. And then we can play the upside move. 15-minute BPR. So you're talking about this area here. $7.35 would be ideal. That would sweep some of these internal swing lows here on lower time frames. But yeah, what we saw here was a pretty bear structure. Large wick up, close lower, and then we're starting to flip. We could see a move back up from here. Just haven't touched any buttons yet. Just seeking opportunity. Every move up has just been met with a resistance. We're 30 minutes in. $6.85. So yeah, you're looking at this 15-minute BPR. That'd be ideal for a retrace. We already kind of retraced on this candle down to this OB, fill this 15-minute gap here, rebalanced already. So no reason to come back down here. There's some reasons that stacks down here. We can get good retrace, good quick wick through this, straight to the next one where it's stacked up. and then move high from there. I like that. Let me see. Just try our best to stay disciplined and wait for the entry model and the framework, which we haven't got yet. It doesn't have to be A+ setups. It just needs, like, if I'm counter trending, I need to say sweep somewhere first. And a clear draw liquidity, immediate draw, of course. Immediate draw could typically be like a unmitigated internal fair value gap or swing low. If it's within the trend, I need to see some clear target still. A clear target for NQ would have been this high here, the Asia high essentially. We already took that right before the stream started, like when the stream started, it was grinding up already. So there was no opportunity to look for entries there. So we have none of that. Nothing for the upside for a quick immediate targets. We're deep in premium still with no internal sweep. And for counter trend, we don't have the confirmation yet. So that's why it might seem a little bit iffy just sitting here waiting when there's some price action moving back and forth, but that's how it is. I'm gonna try to do this so for people who gets on, it's trades. Gonna capture what we take on the day. So far for the PM session, there's nothing here. It's holding pretty well though. This 5 minute also. We just filled this whole 5 minute to rebalance. And it looks like we're trying to move higher from here. Looks pretty good. I'm not opposed to looking for a long 1 minute setup inside this 5 minute fair value gap though. Which would probably be this, looking for long somewhere here in the low 50s or 50 to low 40s or high 40s, I mean. Look at that flip. Maybe Desi get on and it'll give us a setup somewhere where I would normally not take. Targeting bear momentum is much easier than trading bullish. That's the thing. It makes sense why you want to short. It's because we've been just pumping basically all day. So you would think like we would flip and you have more downside than upside. But the thing is you have to stay really, really disciplined and only wait for the moment to strike. So for instance, what price action could do, it could come up, come down. You would think like, oh, I want to short now. And then you get like a small move. It's just a simple rate trade, and then we move another leg up, and then you want to short now, and there is no confirmation yet. And every time you short, you're just gonna get hurt until maybe we get like a flip here, a strong displacement, and now we're getting lower highs, lower lows, and that's when we want to stick shorts, and that's more like a sell model appearing. So you want to be very careful. I like this, but I couldn't take it. Still lacks some areas. I could pretty much make a case for the upside right now. The downside, I'm trying to, just not. I need to see some displacement and some closure. We just haven't got that yet. We're landing exactly where the bulls are anticipating to hold it. 5-minute breaker. I don't think there's any 5-minute breakers anywhere unless you're looking at somewhere far on the left side, which wouldn't matter too much. It's only because we haven't got any sweeps yet, so there'll be no possibility of a breaker. So I'm gonna just go on a limb here. We have SMT here. This could matter if we get a strong displacement because NQ moved higher. ES just took that internal high. NQ didn't. And if we do a strong displacement, we have SMT here. We can look at that as confirmation confluence. Going long. No, I'm personally not playing anything until we get outside this consolidation, whether it's upside or downside. Downside would make the case for any retrace a short. Upside would just be looking for another internal sweep for longs. Now that we have some lows made, let's say we do get the sweep and come back up, I wouldn't be opposed to looking at like an inversion long or breaker long from this up close candle. So this would be the long scenario, and then the short scenario would be just like something like that. And target this 15-minute gap. But right here, still undecided. Like, I think you enter here, whether it's long or short, is a 50%, like, you're going to go up or down. I don't like those odds. I like odds that's, like, more favorable, about 60-70% on my side. When you're talking about the daily range premium, or you're talking about the daily range on the daily chart, it's multiple time frames. Of course, we're on deep premium on like the daily charts. These are moving higher. We're already bullish on it, so I wouldn't even recall that. And then by premium, let's say the 4-hour, we're just at this near these highs already, so the upside is a little bit more limited. And just something simple would be like, say like the 5 or 15-minute. This would be the daily range here. We have this low here with this high here, and if you're looking for a low time frame entry, you're trying to anticipate like if you're looking for longs, you want to get under this equilibrium here, this 50%, which we barely basically got here. Ideally, we sweep this first, and then that would have been a nice entry. So far, just back and forth right now. It's a little bit annoying with how price is moving. I'm gonna delete this S&T. It's just we're consolidating. It only works if we get displacement in the opposing side, which could still happen, but let's just wait for this. Not make it too confusing. Some highs being made up here. You're still more favorable for long than short right now, since we're still higher time frame bullish, intraday time frame bullish, and low time frame still bullish. So here's the thing now. We do have like internal liquidity on the upside, very tight liquidity, like relatively highs. Similar to the ESNQ, we do have some lows on the downside. I want to see it sweep one side first. That's pretty clear cut, right? Interesting enough, ES is about to sweep here. We're looking for this drive down first, and if we can flip from here, I'll look for the longs. Go on now. There's that sweep. Now, with the NQ2, just depending where we want to head towards now, it's where I'll be looking. Let's see if we get a 1 minute setup. We do have the sweep now. Sweep allows a chance for a breaker opportunity. So the way that we would make the breaker, so some people are asking what is a breaker. We have this low here. We have a high made. Relative high, essentially. It's a low, high. And we got a lower low sweep. And if we can get displacement through these previous highs, that would be a breaker in the last up close candles here. Would it be that breaker we see? And then we can use that for another launch pad back up higher. Did you buy the Trump meme coins? No, I did not. Did anyone, yeah, chat, did anyone here buy any Trump meme coins? That was, I get envious of it. I really do. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, don't let me get into this before I lose a lot of my money. And then it'll hurt my trading. I know for a fact, if I trade those meme coins, it'll start hurting my trading. There's no reason to cripple me like that. Whoa, what's good? You bought at 51 cents and you sold at 32? No way. What, how many gains is that? That's crazy. Like, I can't even fathom that. 50 cents at 32. Is that 700% or 7,000%? Looks like a 70x. Or 60x more so. You YOLO'd $80 and made 5,000? 5,000 divided by 80. Let's look at the percentage gain. 62x. Holy crap. Imagine you added a zero to that. You did 800 instead 50,000. You did 8,000 instead 500,000. It's crazy. I'm not opposed for this inversion here. I actually liked it. We got the sweep already, so any long any attempt for higher with confirmation, I'm game for it. We need to see some pretty clear confirmation though. Just a retrace of, or this is not inversion by the way yet. Bearish 1 minute unicorn. I can see that. I could see that. We have a low, we have high. Somewhat of a sweep here, but I still want to consider this as like relative equal highs rather than a sweep, because we want to see a sweep taking like a important area, but that's more like just still with this turtle high here. I wouldn't even try to consider that too much. But literally, it's all over my Twitter. Like the whole weekend, I cannot open my phone on Twitter and not see like something like Trump related, some meme coins, whatever it is. It's like insane. And when it's all over the place like that, like all these crypto users, I never looked at. It's just trending. How could you not be like somewhat tempted? The good thing is like I feel like if I did want to do it, it'll take so long for me to like transfer my money and all that stuff. I'll be done by then. Literally be done by then. Drive lower. So we might be making the bearish case right now. So far, just nothing actionable today. So no trades yet. It's just incredible to see that like you could just basically retire from that one day if you just woke up early or saw the coin launch early and you just put a few thousand in and just hold through like for not even that long, just like overnight, one day, and then you'll change your life forever. But that's like a degen just kind of trading though. Yeah, my only hope would be this inversion here, and then we look for this breaker for continuation. It doesn't seem like we want to do that. It seems like we actually want to flip lower here. Let's see this 5-minute closure, and we'll treat this as a 5-minute inversion. We do have some immediate favorite gaps below, so the downside looks more appetizing than the upside right now with the way that price is actually delivering. Chances are this slams down pretty aggressively. Chat. Type in chat if you're green right now, red right now, or just break even white. Let's just see the overall consensus, and then I think we'll basically. I believe we'll find a trade 2 p.m. post 2 p.m. Let's see if we can change that green, red. It's like pretty 50-50 right now. Maybe slightly favorable to green, which is surprising because I guess you guys follow your rules. This just feels like a screaming like a displacement lower any second now with the way it's holding. There she goes. Not too much of a strong displacement yet. Might be looking for next candle here. Oh, you know what? You know what? I see what we're trying to do right now. Think about this. Close above this candle here. We'll get a breaker and an inversion. First target would be these relative equal highs. And then we'll likely just smash through them. I think I'm seeing what the market's trying to do. Right at the 2 p.m. macro time. The only thing though, like, why is ES doing this? ES would have followed suit as well. Some relative equal lows. Anyways, let's see if this gets closure above. That'll be the only thing we need to see. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing though? I think I see what they're trying to do, or what I can anticipate. ES is still holding much better though. Look how ES is moving higher already. What makes that fair value gap valid is because this is a bearish fair value gap, which we rebalance and move lower, and if we get close higher above it, that'll be that inversion, and also create this small breaker here too. It's so weird that ES is already like moving. ES is just holding like a champ right now. We did take this low out, which I was anticipating to take out this low for higher. We're starting to get confirmation here too. It's kind of fighting a war right now. But yeah, we definitely want to see something like this happen. Nice close above, any retrace back inside. Try to put our stop enough where this doesn't get us wicked out. That would be good. The only also thing, like, we gotta close under. All right, let's see this push up higher here. Nice closure. It's 15 seconds. I need to see a closure. If we don't see a closure, this is no go. This might be a no go if it just doesn't close. Ooh. No close on ES either. I'm not really playing the inversion, Dave. I'm playing the breaker here more so because we took some internal lows. These up close candle. We have a low, high, sweep, and if we get strong displacement through this, we have that breaker with immediate draw higher. Mm -mm -mm. 55s. I'm gonna have to go with the whole wick here. That's like the rules that we have when we're looking at the open all the way to the wick high. But we do have a target now. Let's see this next candle closure. They were pushing. Good displacement here. See this candle close high without leaving a large wick. And then any retrace back inside, I'll try to look for entry off of. Looking for a retrace basically back inside now. Then I'll try for a long. Gonna do a 10-point stop right where the retrace min begins inside this inversion. I think this might be something like a little bit under since it's so tight range, and then I want to see a displacement through these equalize. I don't want to see a sweep, but we'll likely go for this as a first target where we put our green stops in, and then go for the high push. But let's just leave this for now, just like simple 1-on-1. It does come. Just a quick retrace inside to look at low 50s. I'm gonna just go for. Hasn't gotten inside the breaker yet. There we go. I'm gonna start adding in as we go inside the breaker. See how this plays out. He isn't has retrace back in either yet. 10 points. Try to get like 51. 50, 51. 10-point stop. And then I'll let this play for these equal highs. Take out this next high if we want to be that bullish. And I need to see a reaction probably within the next 3-4 candles in the 1 minute. Oh, just getting displacement down. See if this holds here. ES hasn't gotten to yet. Like I think NTU just a little bit more weak on the weaker side right now. So you get a displacement outside of the breaker and through this high, and I'll be pretty convicted for a push higher. The 15-minute looks so bad right now. We're trying to rely on this. Let's just bounce around our entry. I got entry at 51 right now. I want to see if we can displace through this. I'll just put break even stop and trail it as we go from this high to this high. This whole PM session though, ever since this move higher to take out Asia high, has been just very tight stop chop. So that's why I'm not trying to go for like, you know, like 30-point move. I'm just going for what I can target. I think that makes sense. That makes sense to me personally. I don't want to see us get inside the breaker again, really, if we got a closure outside of it. I want to see this just tap this high, and then I'll put breaking stop on. That can de-risk myself. But this is not the best looking here. I might look to kill this trade. This is where you want to kill the trade if you don't like the action anymore. I'll wait for the next candle first. Because what do you want to not see is chop if you're looking for continuation. Let's see first. Next candle, I want to see a closure outside of it, not just chop inside the breaker still. This is just still stuck here. Yeah, I think the setup's getting a little bit chopped up right now. I think I'm just gonna close it off here, break even. I'm just gonna let it play out, and then it could work still, but I need to see some quicker moves. I don't like it being idle, because it kind of ruins the setup when you're looking for a quick retrace down and further continuation. So I close out there. I think maybe like, was that $10 profit? It was like 2 ticks. You guys can hold you guys want with the play. I need to, well, I will re-enter if we can get a move higher from the breaker. There's a delay in the stream. If you fast forward it, it shouldn't be too much of a delay. It should be under 5 seconds. And we're still in the entry right now. If you decide you want to hold it, close it with me, do whatever you want. Even then, look, imagine this delay though. Imagine it does not, like I'll say I close her even, and then 5-10 seconds later, price moves back up, and you didn't see that, and see price moving. That could be a delay that's in your favor. But ideally, you just play based off of the framework and make your own decisions. This is what I want to see here. It didn't really go too much under the breaker, still above the 50% of it. I might have just left out a good trade. No, I'm not sure yet. It's just a little disappointing when we get a closure outside of it, and when I backtest, when I look at my trades, when it goes back inside the breaker, it's not a good look. It could retrace back inside a tiny bit and hold, but that's what it is. Let's see. The bright side of it is if you don't lose any money, you're not losing at all. Wow. This is going to be a poll if we do get a displacement through this high all the way to the next high, whether you guys held that long or just made the decision to also exit with me. I personally wanted a re-entry or just let it play out first, whether it goes up or down, and if it still goes down, maybe like below this wick and still hold the breaker, like it can wick under it but close above, how to look for a re-entry. And if you got a spike here, ES just a little bit stagnant. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some more water, but we'll look at this price action in a second. Yo, what is happening? I left for a bit and I can say we haven't moved that much. It looked like we moved a lot. I think I'm watching ES. Every time I leave too, guys. Every time I leave, it just starts moving. So I should have just took this trade and just left to get some water, go take a piss, and then come back to like us moving. Yeah, guys, type in chat if you held for it, or you exited with me, or you didn't take it at all. Let's see. This would be a clean 1-1 right now. That's all you need. So I'm just gonna go over the trade again, just in case if you guys want to see. Essentially, this would be the ideal scenario. You want to get like a brand tree back inside where the order block is. I don't tend to look for entry like the top of the breaker. I like getting like more of a precise entry. So that's why I opted right where the order block is in the version. Everything's overlapping. You're not at the 50% mark. You're a little bit above it, of the breaker. You put your stop below the breaker here. 6 points is way too tight. So what I like to do is do two type of stops. Just do a 10-point stop first. You got like 4 more points under the breaker. If we get a close, let's say under the breaker, like right here, that'd be like 8-point stop or 9 points or whatever it is. I'll close that trade right there and I won't allow it to go for a full 10 points. The first TP would be 12, so you're looking like a 1.2 RR. Ideally though, if we get a strong displacement through it, you go for this high and so on. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a break even for me. All right, let me look at chat. Held, exit, held, exit, held for 200, exit at 1-1-1-1. It looks like 1-1 was the right play. Exit. It's really up to your decision making at that point. Yeah. Lots of people held. Incredible there. Just also a reminder here. I don't know if anyone was looking at shorts. There was no reason to short. Not at all. You could look at this 5-minute fair value gap here, which got inverted. But this is more so where we just swept this liquidity here for higher prices. And you can see that by how the 1 minute is showing. So we got the sweep here. You would think, oh, we got this 5-minute inversion here. Any retreats should be short. That's the wrong scenario because we're still triple time frame alignment. If we were bearish, that could be the case. But triple time frame alignment, I just looked at a 1 minute structure here. We have this breaker, we have this inversion. Any displacement up, retracement down, back down inside the breaker would be a long for me. So you want to go for these high probability trades. This was high probability. I think it's in a condition where it's a little bit more choppy consolidation, and I just opted to exit so I can look at a re-entry potentially or just a better setup. With the breakers, do you frame the bodies of the wick? The way that I do breakers, if you're doing a bullish breaker, you look at the open, you ignore the wick on the low. Since this is a bullish breaker, you look at the open all the way up to the wick high of that up close candle. So why that makes sense is, let's say we have something like this, right? This would be a breaker, traditional breaker here. We get a up close candle like this with a wick higher. You would take everything from that open all the way to the wick high. That's how I mark the breaker. If not, you could look at the bodies of it. Typically, the bodies sometimes does not give you the entry you would want. So what's valid for me is the whole breaker, the whole open to the wick of it. That's just how I trade it. I don't know if many people does like I do, but it works with me. But yeah, very clean 1-1. I made literally 15 bucks from that trade. I see my account right now. How do you find high time frame bias? You basically just want to see. I like to keep it simple. Is the fair value gap that is making the gaps in order blocks, is it respecting Which side? If it is respecting upside, that means we should also see it disrespecting the downside. So for instance, the daily chart here, I'll just kind of look at the left side, right? This is bullish, bullish. Every retracement has been holding until we got this strong displacement here. We got through all this order block here, which we want to see it retest for higher. This is starting to flip here. And what we can see is confirmation whether we move back up or we're going to inverse this. That'll be bullish. If not, we rebalance it for lower. That'll be a bearish high time frame bias here. And so at this point here, once we moved away from this, this is confirmed bearish now. We left another fair value gap here. We took out this low. We retraced back up to another bearish fair value gap, which is a daily BPR. What happens? Retraced for lower. Still bearish. Still bearish. We kept on moving lower, lower. We missed this target here, but another fair value gap made from this displacement. This is where we started seeing a flip here. Ideally, if you're bearish, you want to see this retrace higher and then move lower. That would be a traditional bearish signature there. We didn't do that. We got to close higher, so we disrespected the bearish side, and now we're starting to respect the bullish side. This is a daily fair value gap inversion. You retrace back inside, move up higher now. So this is now bullish here. Use that same analysis to the 4-hour as well as the 15-minute and the hourly. That's how I play it. For me here, we flip this 15-minute here. We're bullish, and ever since, there's no reason to show that we're bearish yet. Hopefully that explains it a little bit more. But yeah, good play here. Good play here. It looks like we're getting a bearish breaker now. Do you guys see the bearish breaker now? We sweep internal. If you're looking for shorts now, this might be the move you're looking for. You want to see this bullish break violated. We sweep internal, and we're getting like this displacement here, which is gonna leave a lot of imbalances. And if we don't move up higher here and close lower, we'll leave this large 1-minute gap here inside that bearish breaker of it, and this long here could turn into a short. See this candle closure. I mean, the breaker is validated right now. The bullish breaker is still holding, even though we clicked under. This is likely not gonna hold. I'm just gonna delete this. So what we see now is a bearish breaker. We have a high. We have a low. We have a high that sweeps the relative highs, and now we have a displacement lower. Any retracement back inside this down close candle would be the short for me. And you want to keep it right above the breaker high, but also just an internal high would be better. So something like this would be something I'm looking at. And going for this next internal low. If we can get through that low, this will be the next target as well. Let's see if we can get something like this. We have a bullish 15-minute breaker. That's the thing though, we already took the high that we needed. I don't think this 15-minute breaker is going to hold because we also have unmitigated gaps right below and targets under low. And we're starting to flip now. Damn. Damn. What time is this? Nothing. 2:16. Okay. ESs also have these equal lows here too. So I'm game for shorts right now. Surprisingly enough, equal highs right here on the move up too. So it's a little bit seeking short, right? If you waited for the bullish setup, you would have got this high. If you waited for the bearish setup, it's kind of hard, but you would have got the low if you were in. Some people said you guys got in for shorts there. Golly. What a push. Still moving lower from here. It really happened so quick too. I think what a lot of you guys were looking at is this 15-minute BPR. I'll mark this out so you guys can better see that. This is basically the clearest seeking short price action you could really kind of reference right now. We took the high sweep. I'm gonna make this as a sweep here with X, and then we took the low down here. Remember, I get a sweep here. Yo, Alex is in here. What's up, Alex? Big dog. Might get a 5-minute breaker too. Let me see. Yeah, we'll get something like that too. If this closes under though, which I think it will. I forgot to put a discount code on TPT. You think they can refund me? That's the thing. Each firm varies. I know Apex would say no, hard no. Because that happens to me when I put the codes in. I forget sometimes. Other firms, they would do that. Tradeify would. Other TPT, I'm not sure. I feel like they would though. But who knows? I'm just so used to Apex saying like, hell no. Don't ever say that again. Don't ever even request that again. $149 breaker was valid. Let me see. 149. Yeah, I mean this would be a breaker here too. Really charting right now. For those who are looking for shorts. Once the bullish setup here, consolidation, we took the high. That was the SMT we needed, right? I'm also gonna mark this out. Just because it's such a slight SMT though. The main point of interest is one side did take the high, other side just made equal highs. And that's why it's such an important SMT. Yeah, rest of the day, we could just keep on dumping. I hate to say it, but we have a lot to go. We have literally a lot of... This whole hourly for VAG up here, matter of fact. We want to see a deeper drive in. This is such a slight jab that, like, I think any retracement right now is going to be a nice short. Caught the whole drop. Nice, Big Galaxy. Some people took the long, and then some people gas flipped it for shorts. That's what we're going to see happen. That's exactly what I want to see. I don't want to market sell this, but like, we're not getting any retracement and we're just slamming lower. Oh, we might get a flip here. Or a retrace back inside here. With this 5-minute breaker, if you want, also, we could use this as breaker here. It's a lot of bearish opportunities right now, I feel like. Are we in the 4-hour breaker? Like a bullish one? The 4 hour is so chopped up right now. I'm not even sure what we're looking at here. Yeah, but I see a large hourly fair value gap I want to see us do a deep drive in. What that would mean would be we're going to see some displacement down. We only tipped it right now so far. And we want to see more price action to fall lower. Why not bullish here? Are we not bullish on higher time frame? We're seeing some displacement lower, and we have this big internal fair value gap. So right now, I think I lean lower right now. Even though we're bullish on higher time frame and intraday time frame, we're not gonna be just longing forever. We took what we needed, and now we're starting to flip. This is essentially what I'm looking at. So we have this New York open here. Looks like it's trying to draw to it. Right under is that 15-minute fair value gap as well. It's at 10.75. Looking good. We'll draw on the side. It's 15-minute fair value gap now. Just held right here. Perfect. What the hell? Just what I want to see lower. Just stalling out just right. Perfect area. For me though, there's no really clean entry right now, which is a little bit disappointing, but you just want to take high probability trades. You want to be very patient as possible. Look at that hold. Look at that hold. Just right above that New York Open too. That's a hold for the ages there. We're starting getting backside this breaker here, by the way. So shorts could be ready here. There's a large 1 minute here. I would rather see it hit a area confluence. Let's say if you want to use this as breaker, or this, even the 5 minutes breaker, look for a 1 minute confirmation for lower prices. That would be something I'll be hunting for. I'm just kind of letting this play out for now, though. I don't want to touch it too early. Because ironically, we're still very bullish. Even though I want a deeper drive in inside this hourly fair value gap, we don't have to do that. We can just land on this order block here and move up higher. So don't try to get too married in the shorts right now. She might get hurt. This is holding very, very well right now. Let's say. Rebalance is 5 minute completely now, too. I could just make the case for both sides right now, for both bearish and short. Like, you know, we have 5 minute breaker here. We have a large fair value gap. We want to see this hold down, of course, but I could also make the case where that drive down lower is just a sweep, and now we're trying to flip higher now because we're still bullish on higher time frames. So it's a little bit hard from here, I think. Let me delete this. Back inside this 5 minute fair value. That's pretty critical there. This is the fair value that's inside the breaker. That's fully inside the breaker. And if you take something like this, you want to just put a stop right above. I'm not touching it personally right now. I need to see confirmation here. Something like a big displacement through this one here. Just waiting. You can kind of see a 30-second breaker here too, right? The 1 minute doesn't, I wouldn't approve the 1 minute, but on the 30-second, this would be in play too. If you're looking for upside, just a quick retrace back inside. So I think we're inside 2 breakers right now. We're holding pretty good still. Not taking this still. Inside 2 breakers, a little bit indecisive. Five minutes playing out. I wish I would have been more. This is still hindsight belief for me though. I just also hate how, you know, let's say we confirm this breaker here. Ideally, we just get a small retrace here, tap back in, and then we'll go for target. But what happens is the breaker already confirmed, and we made a deep drive under, leaving us like a bad kind of retracement, because that retracement could be strong displacement upside. If you guys were able to take that short from that breaker that we wanted originally here, especially in the 5, this was something you could have played. This was something I'll have in my mind, really. Something like this. Be bigger stop, of course, and if we get a closure above this 5 minute, you would have killed that trade immediately. A little conflicted, so I kind of sat on the sidelines right now. I think either way, though, there was no ideas if you were patient to be taking a bad trade. Even this 1 minute here, I was also looking at this 1 minute. If we can get a closure under, we could look for a quick scalp. Interesting. So let's just take a poll again with the chat. Are you guys green, red, or white now? Now that we have like more price action, more delivery. Hopefully, I want to see more people green than red. But yeah, be honest with yourself. Gotta take some accountability. Let's take a look here. Lots of green though. Lots of green. Still red, 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 green, green, green. Lots of green. I think like 70% are green right now. Black and blue. Being extremely patient. I think that's the way to go. You don't want to lose your patience here. So, what a tricky price action right now. Tricky indeed. It's pretty good for tape reading for this price action though, so far. Just kind of playing what we think we anticipate. We might be doing this. You guys want to do the same giveaway idea like last time where we just guessed 3 p.m. price action? We don't have it set up where I have it on the website yet, but it's coming soon. We have the form before it. I think one of my devs made a mock-up of it. Let me see. Let me see if I can present it. And then we can make sure anything else. So I think this is what he was saying. Kind of like he was trying to give me like the full info. Guess the closest price to NQ open price at a specific time. 1 guess per user with timestamps for tie breaks. There's a start time, which we'll do like let's say 2:55, cutoff time, and then result time. Result will be like the 3 p.m. whatever target we're going. And earlier submission would win if guesses are identical. We're also, for fairness sake, you can either do privacy with anonymous user, or you can show your username. This is something we're gonna go moving forward once we get it set up, just for giveaway sake, so you guys can have a chance to actually not let it be random, but somewhat of your own abilities as well. Yeah, fair play mechanism is lock submission after cutoff. So like if the cutoff is like let's say 2:59, you can't press submit anymore. And then timestamp to the second and half a millisecond as well to show who guessed first. And you guys can all see all the guesses as well. But yeah, these devs, man, they really are very thorough with everything. For reward sake, it's gonna either be a giveaway as in whatever prop accounts that we have at the time that's sponsored, let's say through Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Apex, or My Fun Features. We have sponsorship with partnership with all of them for giveaways to give the stream. If not, if you don't want that, we can also do cash giveaways since it's part of the stream now. We'll do $50 probably per winner, and we can do multiple giveaways per day too. So yeah, this will be fun here, guys. This will be fun. They're building that system right now. We might just do it like let's two giveaways per stream moving forward. When we get set up, we'll do it like maybe 2 p.m. and then 3 p.m. halfway through and the very end. All right, so yeah, we're drawing in lower right now. This looks like it's gonna suck right now for this giveaway that we're gonna have to do it manually again. You guys hate doing it manually. But what choice do we have? Why not edit the live stream highlights of trades and post it? I just don't have anyone to do that. I mean, some people offer to. You would need someone to watch the whole stream. I wouldn't want to put more things on my plate just to do that. It's a good idea though. What I do instead is just post it on Twitter. Whatever trade I take, usually, I'll just post the risk reward, how much we took it for, and explain the entry model. 5-minute unicorn was really clean. Yeah, this is unbelievable here. I think overall, if it didn't get a strong displacement through this low, we'll get a strong close, let's say like 730, retrace back up. That allows you to get the opportunity to send it lower without having any bullish momentum. So what I kind of anticipate now is just a deep drive through this New York Open. We kind of got saved here for once. I think we're going to smash through this now. There she goes. There she goes. I think if I were to play this day over, everything just makes sense to me. It goes like breaker to breaker, go to liquidity essentially, whether it's internal to external. There's a lot of hesitation though. Like the upside here, we played the upside to take out this high, and then once we flip down, we played downside, of course, and downside again, retrace back to the 5-minute. We could have took another trade there and slammed the lower. I don't think we had any opportunity for longs though, so it'd be like long, short, and then not long up, no entry, then short back down. We live and we learn though. We'll talk about the giveaway details closer to 3 p.m. I'll explain it again for those who are new. It's a fun way to do it. Everything's always hindsight though. You don't try to be like, you know, I wish I should have done. I would have done this if it blah blah. You want to do it real time. Real time. You watch your, like, let's say my reaction. I didn't like this short, or I killed this trade long just because it was Casale. It was 60 Kishoy, even though it did work. This is hindsight because this is only thing that matters is real time decision making, not when it happens or after it happens. I mean. Looks like Top Step approved my payout. I just got the email. It deducted today. I just logged $200 from it from this morning just to make sure I'm good, and they just approved it. I think it's 20K payout. It's $4,500 per account. After the cut, it's about 20,000. Oh yeah, and we're also in this hourly fair value gap too. If this was, let's say we had a 15-minute fair value gap somewhere higher and we inversed it, oh boy, any retracement back up would have been a short, and it would likely align with this 5-minute setup here. It's just hard because we're still triple time frame bullish right now. Have you had a live account with Top Step? I think I had a live account 2 or 3 times. I forget. You're gonna, like, in your head you might think like, oh, why are you live account anymore? But like, think realistically. Let's say I get transition like, let's say 10K or 12K with live, right? Every day that I make, let's say 1,000 or 2,000, since it's a live count, I'll look to withdraw that right away. And after every withdrawal, you're not gonna be infinitely wins. And at that time, I had 30 days, so I was able to do daily withdrawals. It just took very long. First of all, I explained the process of why Top Step Live is like 2 times longer in payout process than just like an X phase, which is ridiculous. But think about it like this though: 10K balance, you make 1K, you withdraw it. You make another 1K, you withdraw it. You can't just do that infinitely. At one point, you're gonna go down. Because I could have the opportunity to withdraw the whole thing. I could withdraw the whole 10K. What happened was I think I took 15,000 in withdrawals total into my live count over the span of like a month and a half. It was like 6 to 7 withdrawals, so it was very minimal withdrawals. And then I blew the account because I had like literally no balance on it. I didn't blow it because I had a hefty balance. I tilted. It was at that point like the account was like I think 2,000 or 3,000 after like 8 withdrawals. So just imagine you have a cash count, you keep on withdrawing until like you have nothing anymore, and you have like one bad trade would have wiped you out. Are they gonna ban sim farms? I heard Top Step also was talking about like doing parting ways for those who burn live counts. Here's the thing though, I never want to get myself in that situation because let's say I had the opportunity to withdraw the whole account, it would be pretty clear cut me burn live if I had that 10,000 in bad balance that got transitioned and I just decided to withdraw the whole thing and then go back to XFAs or sim funded. That would give a clear right of like, you know, like you just basically abusing the system. But I was trading legit. I was taking my payouts every green day. I think that gives me like more room. So that's why I want to do. I don't want to make them look like I'm just like, you know, just cycling accounts, which I'm not. I'm just making sure I'm paying myself regularly. There's no benefits live. You end up paying higher taxes in trading on your brokers though. That's true because the 60-40% on the futures account. That's why there's no live benefits. I think if there was live benefits that could compete with us with a cash account, like with your self-funded, that could be a table discussion, but we don't have that. And you also reduce your leverage too. Like let's say I have 5 XFAs, right? I could do 3 minis per, I could do 5 minis per, whatever it is, depending on my balance. Times 5, it goes like up to 25 minis if I do 5 minis per. With a live count, you have 15 minis capped, which is plenty, but you have a strict daily loss limit. Daily loss limit is 3,300 or 3K. With your XFAs, you can do 3K times 5. That's 15K total, basically. So they cut off your leverage, your scalability there, and they reduce your scaling to like basically $600 per account for a daily loss limit, which is annoying. We see if this low again here. A little SMT off this high or off this low. We're just kind of fighting this area. On the bright side though, I'm also trading my my top step, or not my top step, my live account right now, and have accounts like my Robinhood options. So scalping is more so for my prop accounts, and then when I'm doing like bigger positions, either like swings for weeklies or selling options, that's been very consistent. Like I don't think you can really lose when selling options unless you are just entering bad trades. But the data really just helps you. Did Top Step Risk Team ever call you? I don't think they ever called me once, because once again, the daily loss limit is only 3K. And when I have winning days, it could be more than that. There's a day that I went on Top Step Live. I made 10K on. I think I posted it. So holy crap. Is this... Someone just sent this in the group chat. Another 100K day on Top Step Live or Top Step today. He did 24K on 5 accounts. That's more than 100K. That's 125K, and his balance is 92,000. Is that... Can he even get paid out by that? I think, don't they have a cap of 50K per account? Why has he not been moved to live yet? Top Step expanded profit caps, 100K times 5 coming soon. That's crazy. So his account balance here was 28,000. He made 21,000 a day, so he's going for 20K days basically. This is January. 15 days later, basically he goes to 92K. I don't know if this guy's get paid out. It might get capped and he gets 250K total. The rest, I don't know, forfeited. Can't lose selling options. It really depends on your strategy. If you're just selling like, you know, a few days out, if you sell weeklies, you can, there's a lot of strategies that like over time, you know, you have some losing trades, but for sure there's gonna be some winning trades that averages out, and you have every theta move helps you. J Money. Oh, is that what happened to you? You got 70K and you 44820. I never seen it happen, because I think my community and a lot of other people, we make it aware for our users to not go over 50K, because there's a cap on it already. What's up, bro? You're newbie, dude. Stick around the streams for like, let's say a few months. I want to say a few months, because a few weeks, it depends on what you put in and what the price action is. You can learn a lot. I think guarantee though, like 90 days to 3 months, you can see a lot of results. It's kind of like, just think of like a gym transformation, right? You're not gonna see a few like 3 weeks. You might see some improvements, but you're not gonna see that much. do it for 2 months, 1 month, maybe a little bit more, 3 months. Now there's a whole quarter here. And if you consistently work day in and day out for 3 months, you're going to see some results. If you're back testing, forward testing, and then learning from people that are successful and working in live trading too. All right, I think we'll do the giveaway soon, and I don't think we're taking any additional trades from here. So far, in hindsight, I think there's 3 trade opportunities. We took one of them, but I personally took break even on it because I just closed it off. It had no drawdown on it, essentially, and it hit our TP. Yeah, so the 50K accounts or X phase, you can only have 50,000 balance on them if you make like a huge day. Let's say you just do 15 minis on CPI and you went like, 60,000 profits on the day. It's a cap on the account just for them to not, get milked hard. It's reasonable at that 50,000 per account. That's 250K. And at one point you should realize, just do $200 a day just to milk them to get your payout requirements. There's no reason to keep on slamming it. Inspect element. It could be though, but yeah, I mean, J Money just said he had 70,000 profits and he was only moved 50. So I think it's a thing. How do you even do that though? 25,000 on the day so consistently? You gotta do so large of a size because 25,000, like, let's say you do like, what's a good size? Like 10 minis, like if you're going big, 10 minis, 20 contracts, 20 multiplier, you need 125 points with 10 minis. So he's like diamond handing through that. I think any moment now for power, we're just gonna get a nice slam down. We're kind of holding this New York Open area here. I have 14 days over $200 on 5 accounts, but 10 minutes to increase any sizing over 3 micros from 3 micros. Just keep in mind, like, whatever, don't even think about the sizing. Just think about your risk tolerance, right? Because your risk is going to be revolved around 2 things. It's your position sizing and your stop size. So for me, on average, I do around like a 10-point stops. It varies. It could go to 8. It could go up to 12. But 10 is the average number. And I could do 2 minis. Let's say I do 2 minis for out on average too. 10 points, 2 minis, that's $400 per risk. That's what I'm willing to lose per trade. If I want to scale up, let's say I want to scale up to $600. Now I'll either allow myself more risk on the stop or just increase my size. In this case, increase in size makes sense because I want to keep it 10 points. Just think of it that way. You either want to change one thing, that's sizing, or allowing yourself more wiggle room. So if your risk right now is like $100 and you want to scale it up, go for 130, 140, just something reasonable. Don't go for 2x or anything. Something like 20%, 30% seems reasonable if you want to just do baby steps. And see how you go from there. All right, we're getting a strong push under New York Open here. $255 is when we'll start the giveaway, and I'll explain it very shortly. I just don't want people to be guessing already. But essentially, I'm just gonna do a rundown. 255 is when I'm gonna make a comment on the live chat, and you can make an answer. The point of the giveaway is at 3 p.m. sharp, at the open of 3 p.m., you're supposed to guess where NQ price would be. And the closest one, the first closest one within 3 ticks, maybe we'll do 2 ticks this time. Within 2 ticks will be the winner. It's a fun way to do it. But yeah, beautiful 5-minute unicorn here. To slam down for lower. We're approaching this 15-minute BPR. That's what we're aiming for right now. The BPR is at 92s. So we're likely going to drive in 92s right now. It held 92s. It could bounce here, or it could just fill it. I think at the very least, this is the main internal target right now. You want to see a drive inside this BPR. And then that also would kind of accomplish what this hourly fair value gap does. We would nearly fill the whole thing if we do hit the BPR. And if we bounce from there, that would be just, you know, a higher time frame retracement for a higher move. And we're still bullish on the hourly as well as the 15-minute. Simple enough. What do you look for before entries to get strong confirmation? Just basically a clear sweep and a clear immediate draw. Those are the two important things for me. Okay, we're gonna do it at 55. Guess, put a number ready. I'm gonna press enter. Once you see my number, you can enter. One guess per user. It won't count if you guess multiple times. This will actually start at 56, Ashley. I forgot. We have it at 56. Just wait for my comment. And I'll say in stream too. What you have to guess is where the opening price of NQ is at 3 p.m. You can start at 56. You have 4 minutes or 3 minutes. They cut off at 59. Just wait for a little bit here. Wait for this 56 candle and then wait for my comment. Just have your answer ready. Don't comment yet. People are commenting because other people are commenting. It didn't want to touch this BPR. That's incredible. At 256. All right, I made the comment. You guys can guess now. And here we go. Flooded advancers. Yeah, I hate doing this way because there's so many answers, but once we have the website up with the devs making that system, it's going to be so much better to do this. It really is. Just one guess, guys. You're gonna get straight disqualified if you did 2 guesses. One guess per user. Let's make it clear that way. Some people are waiting for near this round 58. The cutoff is 59, so you guys have 1 more minute soon. Let's see who gets it. Okay, no more guesses. No more guesses. Don't make the mods start banning people. Now we wait. No more guesses, guys. No more. I can't wait for the website to be ready, so I don't have to. This is less chaotic. This is really chaotic. Reject my payout just because my friend had the same trades. We're trading from the same trading floor. Does it sound logical? At least you're not hedging, so I don't know. It seems like it's fair that you're not hedging, right? But I'm not sure. They might have a policy with IP address. So, answer is 24.75. It's within 2 ticks this time. 24.75. Yo, no way. We got trade by Slade here. I think he got it. 24.75. If he got the right number, 7.24.25. He's within 2 ticks. And he's the very early winner too. I didn't have to scroll down that much. Another YouTuber, another streamer got it. It's the first one within 2 ticks, guys. Even if you guessed like exact or closer, we got to reward it to whoever gets it first within 2 ticks. Damn. Good win. Good win. I think when we have the system up, we'll have like whoever gets it closer first and whoever gets exact too. So we'll have 2 winners next when we have the website ready. You know what's funny though? This is impossible to rig it because you could see it firsthand who guessed it. Like, am I gonna give Slade, the winner right now, the answer to it? It's time stepped and everything too. That's so funny that like this would be like impossible to rig. It's like guess a number from 1 to 100 and then we do like the number generator and it exact that number. Like, how do you rig that? I should have guessed myself, see if I can get it close to. But yeah, it's always fun to do. I think this winner is pretty clear cut who got the win. I'll stick around for another like 5 minutes to see where what price action we're looking at. But I think we're wrapping up here. Damn, I really want this to slam side BPR, and if it pushed up, I might have looked for longs, even we're past our session, through a break or something. Yeah. Why are you guys trying to change the winner? It was pretty clear. I showed it on my screen. It's the first one within 2 ticks. It's impossible. Like, I think Slade was like the 6th, 7th person to guess. It was very clear this time. Don't try to change the answer now. Not only rejecting payout, they breached all my accounts, and when I talk to them, they are ready to refund me. Oh gosh, I'm not sure. You're not reading the rules right, whoever's trying to complain. It's the first one to get it closest to 0.5, so within 2 ticks. It doesn't matter if you're closer by 1 tick or you're exact. Whoever gets closest within 2 ticks, and Slade was the closest. That's the thing with this type of giveaways. I think people would complain. They're like, I guessed it first. I guessed it within 2 ticks. I guessed it with 1 tick. I guessed exact. You're not going to have 5 winners, man. You're going to have 1 winner. This is per the instructions. And yeah, I'll just DM Slade. I think I have his contacts already. I don't think Slade even need accounts. I'll just... Maybe we'll just credit your account with $50 or something. $50. Are we gonna get a push from here? Let's see. So this hourly got a nice jab in, like a huge jab in right now. And this held his order block. Wick down, close above. That's pretty bullish signature right now. We're kind of past our trading time though. Long 1 at BPR. Where's the 1 at BPR? Am I tripping? I don't see it. I was not paying attention for a little bit though. I don't know what I see at BPR. I see some gaps here, but where's the BPR per se? The giveaway is basically the winner. I talked to them in private. They could take a MyFund Future account, they could take a take profit account, or they can get like a $50 cash giveaway, which is credit to their account on Smart Prop Firm, which they can withdraw right away if they want to. I'm a little bit kind of confused where price wants to go from here though. Is this normal price action or tricky? I think it's more tricky because what we do is consolidate, and then slam down. And it's not getting anywhere where we want to see it. Keep in mind what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a bank holiday. So the morning price action is a little iffy. The PM is a little bit more, I think it's better right now. But still, it's a little iffy. I think starting tomorrow and the rest of the week, we should be set with better price action. Oh, yeah, the 15-minute BPR. Okay, that makes sense. We didn't get a drive into it though. That's what I was looking. Basically, you want to see it drive in here and get a 1-minute confirmation anywhere. It could be a breaker, could be an inversion, and look for longs in there. Pretty good area. Trump speaking at close. What are you speaking about? Anyways, good stream so far. I think we took 1 trade, say a few ideas, but I didn't execute off of it. Nevertheless, good stream. Might have to wrap this up because I don't know where we're gonna play from here. I want to say upside though. Is the same ideas for you in the AM session too, since it's more volatile? Do you look at the market differently? I'm not sure what that means. Is it the same ideas for you in the AM session? Are you talking about like the way that I trade? It's very similar, if that's the case. Yeah, I think what I always say, my stop on PM is typically like 10 points. For AM, it's more volatile, so of course it's gonna be larger stops. I typically do 15-point stop on AM, so it doesn't sound like a big difference, but it's basically 50%. 10 points versus 15 points, it's a 50% increase. And then also like you're seeing a lot more targeting price. PM is very slow, but AM, some candles are like 50 points, 30 points. Even then, like you might hit TP right away. We're stuck here at 730s. Not the easiest price action to navigate today, as you really wanted to be patient as possible. If you did that, I think you came out green, no matter what you did today, whether it's break even or just green stopped. Took some good trades. Patience is always critical here. It's so stagnant here. Hindsight read on AM. I honestly think AM was a little bit difficult. The only thing I was recommending and pointing out was a manipulation push lower and then grind up the rest of the session, just because we've been just trend based and we want to clear sweep first. The only thing I had really referenced was this 5-minute fair value gap. We retraced for lower. If we inverse that, I would have looked for higher prices. We inverse that here. This would be confirmation when it's closed. Next candle here would have been looking for longs. The only downside is there's no long opportunities really, because very minimal retracement all the way up targeting Asia high. Asia high is your target, and once we started the PM stream, we got the Asia high move. That's the reason what happened. After that, PM came, and PM gave some better price action than AM, in my opinion. There's much more setups to play with, but even hindsight, like there's not much to play. I think there was a trade that a lot of people took though there in AM. It was like, I think it was before open price, more so, or right at open, which I would not be trading. You see this sweep here, we got a closure under, breaker form here. So this would be a setup before the time that I would be trading here. And we have fair value up here. You could take this trade here. Around right before 9:30 open essentially, and one more at 9:30. Stop above the high even. Not bad to take this type of trade here. That's the only thing I could really see. Can we slam higher already? What is this doing? It's playing with his food right now. Leaving it open is too risky. That's also why I would trade like around like 15 minutes after open, 15 up to 20 minutes. So I start looking at 950 for entries. That's what I do personally. And then in that case, we already dumped huge already, so that would have allowed me to take that trade, right? So let's say I start looking at 950. This is what happened. 950. We already dumped like 150 points from this high, and the move is already taken, the big move. So what you typically do is look for a PM session or just wait for this to deliver more. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. We'll run it back tomorrow, guys. I think Desi might come out tomorrow, and then Friday we have it scheduled for Lanto, maybe even the big three. And then also, if you're in Discord, we're doing AM stream tomorrow. Bye everyone, guys.